In a tense dispute over the South China Sea, a landmark ruling today. An international arbitration court says China does not have territorial rights there. Several governments have competing claims over the waters, wanted for the fishing, the oil and gas, as well as the trade route. So as the CBC's Sasha Petrusik tells us, instead of settling the situation, the ruling could escalate the dispute.
As Filipino fishermen ready their boats for several weeks on the South China Sea, Mario Ferrones watches them wistfully. That used to be me, he says. I had 2 big boats in the best fishing grounds in the world. Here, off our coast, he says. That is until Chinese soldiers arrived 2 years ago and forced all the Filipinos out. They threatened us with guns and sprayed us with water cannon, he says. It was terrifying. Ferrones sold his boats. China has even gone so far as to construct man-made islands in the area, turning some of them into military bases with runways and missiles. Today, an international tribunal ruled that China has no right to build them there, no right to interfere with Philippine fishing boats in their waters. In fact, the landmark ruling dismissed Beijing's claim to most of the South China Sea, a sweeping rejection of China's campaign to force its smaller neighbors to recognize what it considers historic claims. The Philippines, Vietnam, and others with competing claims say China is acting like a bully, even ramming their boats to get them out. All with an eye on rich fish stocks, oil and gas, and a vital trade route. Beijing rejects the findings, its spokesman calling the tribunal a farce and vowing to simply ignore it. If any country dares to challenge China's interests in the region, he says, China will take firm measures against it, regardless of any ruling. The U.S. has challenged China's claims, sailing its own naval ships through the area. So far, there have been no major military confrontations between it and China, but things are getting dangerously tense.
There is, as you can see, an escalating strategic competition going on. And it could result in a miscalculation or an accident with disastrous results.
All eyes are now on Beijing and its next move. On one hand, China has said it's willing to sit down with the Philippines and others and negotiate a deal. But the Chinese reaction today has been as defiant as ever. And the buildup of military force and the growth of island after island shows no sign of slowing. Sasha Petrusik, CBC News, Beijing.